Okay, today Kenny's Yacht Maintenance. We're gonna do a part 2 of this Captain's Jack Fast Flash Varnish made by Seahawk. I'm doing this table. I have 4 coats of varnish on this table, and I varnished this morning at 7 a.m. this morning. I got a coat on. Half an hour later I hot coat it with a second coat. I let this thing dry and it's 210, and I'm able to sand this thing just 5 hours after. What, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6, 7 hours after I hot coated this thing. This thing is sanded like it dried for days. Check this out. I'm using a 320 grit sandpaper, and it's hard. 5-6 hours after. Where's my rag? I'm able to sand. And as I say, I hot coated it this morning. One coat at 7, half an hour later, I was able to give it a second coat. And I'm putting pressure here. You cannot do that with Epiphanes varnish, to sand it 5 hours after. It's not clogging up the paper, you could tell. It's not clogging up the sandpaper. It's making dust, which is supposed to make dust. So I'm gonna finish sand that table and get 2 more coats on, which will bring me up to 6 coats. And I'm gonna let it sit for a day and then spray some All Bright over it. And as you could tell, the grain is already filled. Check this out. The grain is already filled with just 4 coats of the Captain's Jack. The grain is filled already. So, this stuff is good. It dries fast, save time. I'm able to hot coat it, 2 coats in the morning, 2 coats in the afternoon. And I got this table just on Monday. I got this table. I got to deliver it by the weekend, and I'm gonna be able to get at least 8 coats on this table by the time I deliver it. So Captain's Jack Seahawk varnish, fast dries. Check this out, dries in half the time. I'm gonna be using it. It's very forgiving. So Kenny's Yacht Maintenance, working smarter, not harder. Keep on keeping on. Now that the table is sanded, I'm gonna be washing it down. Add a little dry to your water. I don't have my camera girl with me, so I gotta do it myself. Wash with soap and water. and then rinse with clean fresh water. I don't feel like dragging my hose. And then I'm gonna wipe down with some denatured alcohol or mineral spirit with a clean rag and get a coat on. 2 coats on. Just tap for dust. Surface is very clean at this point. I'm ready to slap a coat on. It's important to strain the varnish. See, it's a dark varnish, amber, I would say, amber color varnish. Darker than Captain's, but you gotta strain it. Make sure it's clean. Goes on nice and smooth. And I'm putting it on really thick too. So this varnish goes on really smooth. And I must say, I have not seen, I'm putting it on very thick, and I have not seen not one alligator. Even I hot coated it like half an hour after the first coat. A few runs that sand off very easily, but not one alligator. Now you cannot do that with schooner or Captain's varnish. You will get alligators in the varnish. I'm putting it on very thick, as you could tell. Nice thick coat. Nice thick coat. And as you could tell, I'm using a disposable brush. I'm building up coats, so I'm not using my good brushes. It comes out pretty good with just a disposable brush. Check this out. Look at the glass. Check out the glass. I'll wait for about half an hour and then get another coat on. Check this out. It's just about probably 45 minutes since I varnished this table, and I'm gonna test it. It's dry. It is dry. Dry. It is dry. Just about 45 minutes, 45 minutes since I varnished this table, and it is dry. It is dry. So go ahead, the Captain's Jack, very forgiving varnish. If you're in an area that is not so clean, dusty area, you want it to flash fast, or the weather is not that great and you want to take a chance and put it on, and this is under a shed, you know, in my workshop. Imagine if this is out in the open in the sun, that would dry in like 15 minutes. It would be dried. So go ahead and buy the Captain's Jack Fast Flash Varnish. So I'm hot coating it. I got to deliver this table by Saturday or Sunday. So it's just about 45 minutes since I varnished it, and I'm able to go right over it with a second coat. And I'm not worried about any alligators. This varnish does not leave alligators. And I'm putting it on nice and thick again. Nice build up. Thick. Hot Coat 101. This varnish dries so fast that it doesn't have enough time to pick up debris. It's windy outside, and normally I would pick up debris because other varnishes, the dry time might be longer, in some cases an hour or even more than an hour with epiphanes. This varnish dries so fast that it doesn't have time to pick up debris in the air. So I love it. and it dries with a good gloss. So far, this is 8 coats in 2 days. Believe it or not. 2 coats yesterday morning, 2 coats yesterday afternoon, 2 coats this morning, and 2 coats this afternoon. 8 coats in 2 days. And I'm not worried about alligators. None. Check this out. Ready?
Yes.
Ooh.
Dang.
So beautiful.
That is fire.
So beautiful. Oh, it's so
I
smooth.
know, I love it. This is so good for this.
I've literally never seen it that good.
Woo! Let's put it in our mouth.
Chef's kiss.
You guys happy?
Yeah.
Fancy.
Woo!
Alright.
The owners are going to be so excited.
Yeah.
Super stoked.
Kenny's Yacht Maintenance. Working smarter, not harder.
Keep on keeping on.